Hey guys, it is me again. Let's see what day it is. Shame man has to go to a piece of paper tell him what day it is, ain't it? Today is Friday, June 17th. Makes it day 168. As always, guys, I'm glad that you're here with me tonight. I really am. So, hope everybody's doing all right. I've been sitting here watching on the History Channel about the Butcher, Modern Marvels, the Butcher. Excuse me. That's something I wish that we had. That's the thing about it. Now, most of you people that watch my videos are from more populated places. I'll put it that way than I am. Most of you probably think that's kind of an odd statement for me to say, because most of you probably have local butchers. I mean, I know there's not near as many as there used to be, but still, you could probably go somewhere, a local small type of deli or butcher shop or something and have meat cut. We just don't have that around here. I mean, period. Actually, me and Dad was talking about it this evening. Kind of funny thing. I'm fixing for Father's Day for Dad. I mean, I'm doing it for all of us, but I asked Dad this evening. I said, "What do you want me to do for Father's Day?" I said, "Do you want me to to get a pork shoulder and smoke it, and that be your Father's Day meal?" I said, "Or do you want me to fix steak? Filet or ribeye or whatever you want. Which one do you want me to do?" And he said, "Do the pork shoulder, because it's been a while since I've smoked a shoulder." And I just kind of laughed. I said, "Yeah, you have to do the one that's a lot more labor intensive, or want the one that's a lot more labor intensive." And he said, "Well, no." I said, "No, I was just kidding. To be honest, I wanted the pork shoulder too." So, but anyway, we went to the local supermarket chain that we've got around here, the big one. It's Food City. And I think mainly Food City is in Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. They may be in more states than that now, but that's kind of actually, Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky is the three that it started in. I think they've spread to maybe North Carolina. Like I said, I think they may be in some other places now. But that's kind of our big, grocery store. We've got to save a lot. And of course, Walmart. Our Walmart, we don't have a super center, but they're starting to sell food now. But they don't have, the meat and all that like a regular super center does. But anyway, I was just, we went to Food City to get a pork shoulder, and all they have is the picnic end of the shoulder, the upper end, the lower end, if it's on the ground, the end that goes down to the shank, to the hoof, which works. I mean, I fix them. A matter of fact, that's all I've ever fixed, because every time we go to Food City to get a pork shoulder, they never have the Boston butt end. The bigger, more square end up towards the belly of the animal. They don't keep them for some reason, I guess. I've never seen one there. And that's what me and Dad was talking about. I said, I wish we lived, this is the time I wish we were a little bit more like the rest of the world, and I wish you could go to a local butcher and say, "Hey, I want this. I want this cut of meat. Cut it for me. Fix it for me." We run into that a lot because we don't have, we just don't have butchers around here. We don't have local butcher shops. We don't have delis. I wish we did. I'd love to have a good old-fashioned Jewish deli. I mean, I would. That sounds kind of strange coming from an old hick in the middle of the hills of Kentucky, but I would love for nothing else to have a Jewish-style deli here. And I mean, I know that's not a butcher place, but I mean, that's number one. I'd like to have just a Jewish deli, so you could go, get that kind of food, get corned beef and, Reuben's made and that kind of deal. And like I said, I'd like to have an old-fashioned butcher, but, butchers are gone by the wayside, even populated places now. Most people, there's just not a lot of butchers left, but this Modern Marvels was talking about that actually the butcher is coming back. That a lot of people are actually moving back towards. And if you guys will notice that, that's happening in a lot of things. We're kind of, a lot of things that we're doing now, we're starting to move back towards the old way of doing things because people realize that it's the best way. And I'm glad to see that happen. But anyway, I didn't mean to rattle for 5 minutes about nothing, but I just, like always, I thank you guys for being here. I'm a little bit late getting this in, but not too bad. Like I said, guys, to be honest, I'm wore out. Had to work the last 2 hours today at work by myself. I actually worked 2 men today, and they both had to go to a wedding. One of somebody that they knew was getting married. I've never heard of having a wedding on a Friday evening. But they both had to go to this wedding. So it left me there by myself the last 2 hours of work. Just didn't have a whole lot going on, but still had to stay. I stayed pretty busy. So like I said, then I got home and went to the store with Dad and got the pork shoulder and all those kind of things. I'm going to inject my shoulder this time, which is something I've never done before. I'm actually going to do a concentrated frozen apple juice. Thaw it. That, brown sugar, liquid smoke, something else. Seasoning salt or seasoned salt. Some people call it Cajun salt. I mean, it's as close as I can get to Cajun salt. But anyway, I'm gonna inject it, and so I've got it in the refrigerator right now. I put my dry rub on it, or first layer of dry rub. I'm gonna pull it out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to put it on by 11 or 12 o'clock. Pull it out of the fridge, put another layer of dry rub on it, and then inject it with my marinade or whatever you want to call it. And I tell you guys, if you've never smoked a pork shoulder yourself, it's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, but do it. It's well worth it. It's simple. Put your dry rub on it, which mine is just brown sugar, garlic powder, mustard powder, cayenne pepper, paprika. I don't know. There's another little spice or two there, maybe that I use. And that's it. Rub it down. Smoke it. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the important thing tonight here. And of course, as always, that's God's Word. I just wanted to, I know I've sat here and rattled for 8 minutes about nothing, but, it's a Friday evening, so I decided to talk a little bit more. Luke chapter 23, verse 11. Here we go. And Herod with his men of war set him at naught, and mocked him, and arrayed him in a gorgeous robe, and sent him again to Pilate. And the same day Pilate and Herod were made friends together. For before they were at enmity between themselves. That's a hard word to say. And Pilate, when he had called together the chief priests and the rulers of the people, said unto them, Ye have brought this man unto me as one that perverteth the people. And behold, I have examined him before you, have found no fault in this man, touching those things whereof ye accuse him of. No, nor yet Herod, for I send you to him, and lo, nothing worthy of death is done unto him. So Pilate's basically just saying, me and Herod we both looked at him, talked to him. He's done nothing that you say he's done. There's no reason for him to die. I will therefore chastise him and release him. For of necessity he must release one unto them at the feast. And they cried out all at once, saying, Away with this man, and release unto us Barabbas, who for a certain sedition made in the city, and for murder was cast into prison. Pilate therefore, willing to release Jesus, spake again to them. But they cried, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. And he said unto them the third time, Why, what evil hath he done? I have found no cause of death in him. I will therefore chastise him and let him go. So, I mean, Pilate didn't want to do it. I mean, he didn't, but, it was one of those things. It was meant to be, uh, even though the people that had a hand in it, I mean, they were doing wrong, and I'd hate to be them in eternity, just like I'd hate to be Judas, but it's still stuff that that was going to be done. Somebody was going to do it. So there's nothing Pilate could have did to stop it. I mean, it was bound and foretold that it had to happen. But anyway, guys, that's where we're going to stop tonight. As always, I'm glad you all are here. I just wish this didn't take so long to upload, and which I know you guys get a little tired of these long, at a 11, 12 minute video, and only 2 minutes of it Bible reading or whatever. But I don't know. Most people tell me that they like the jibber jabber. They like to kind of just catching up on what's going on and that kind of deal. And so, if you guys ever get tired of it, just let me know, and I'll quit it. But like I said, I just want to let you know what's going on. That I was trying to fix a pretty good feast for Dad on Father's Day, well, for the whole family. But I kind of, like I said, I let Dad pick what he wanted, whether he wanted a pork shoulder or steak. So I just kind of let you know about that going on. You never know. I may get the old camera out and film some of it tomorrow, me smoking it. To be honest, I probably won't. But you never know. I may get in a mood, that I may do it. I'm going to baste this shoulder in apple juice too, this time. I've never done that before. If I can find me a squirt bottle, I got to find a squirt bottle to squirt it with. But if I can find a squirt bottle, I'm gonna baste it in apple juice while it's smoking. So everybody says that and then injecting them, makes a big difference in the flavor. So I'm gonna try. Using hickory and mesquite wood. I wanted to use some apple wood, but I couldn't find it. Well, Food City didn't have it. Walmart or one of the hardware stores may have had it, but I didn't feel like running all over town. I did get some pecan flavored liquid smoke though, so I may use a little bit of that here and there. That may help. So anyway, guys, like I said, I'm sorry for this being so long. I love you guys. If you need anything, just let me know. As always, good Lord willing, I'll be back here tomorrow night. Until I see you guys again, good night and God bless.